Now, many of us have been glued to our television screens, watching the disaster in Japan unfold, watching those stories of survival and heroism. But let's not forget that a natural disaster is still prevalent close to home. And joining me this morning is the disaster director of the Montana Red Cross. Her name is Colleen Tone. She is here to talk to us about how we can help better prepare ourselves from preventing a natural disaster. Good morning, Colleen.
Good morning. You know, you're exactly right. Humanity does begin at home. The Montana Red Cross responds every 53 hours, typically to a single family house fire.
Wow.
Here in Montana. We are really encouraging people this month. It's Red Cross month, and we want people to get prepared in case a disaster or an emergency happens in their own households. And there's several ways you can do that. One is build a kit. So what are those crucial elements that you need to get you by for 72 hours? You know, life-sustaining medications, pet food, food for yourself, emergency blanket, any paperwork that's really important to you. Make a plan. So how are you going to get in contact with your loved ones if there's an emergency? It may be a simple fire drill, or it may be somebody you're contacting out of the area because phone lines are down throughout the nation somewhere. And then finally, get a kit, make a plan, stay informed. You want to know what's going on around you. Currently, we're looking at some really bad flooding conditions across the state. I know Dawson County EOC opened up their Emergency Operations Center last night due to flooding on the Yellowstone.
Exactly.
So it's really prevalent. We're really on the cusp of flooding season. We want people to get prepared. Later down the road, we'll have fires. Hopefully not too bad. We also want people to take CPR and first aid classes.
And go ahead and reiterate those bullet points one more time for our viewers.
So we want you to get a kit, make a plan, and stay informed. So get life-sustaining essentials, contact family members, and develop a plan on how you're going to contact them in the case of an emergency.
And this is something that you can do with your children, kind of incorporate them in kind of a day activity that only takes a few minutes, but in retrospect can really be life-saving.
Yes.
And going back to the disaster in Japan, it is also important to note that the Montana Red Cross takes donations. And if somebody wants to donate to the local cause, how would they go about doing that?
You can go to our website at www.montanaredcross.org, or you can call 1-800-ARCMONT. That's 1-800-272-6668.
All right, and of course these funds stay close to home.
Yes, we do need funding in order to respond to these disasters and emergencies in Montana.
All right, very important information. Colleen Tone, the disaster director for the Montana Red Cross. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And I'll turn it on over to Russ Thomas. He is standing